So long, Italia, and thanks for all the fish. Hello, Slovenia and the mountains. I love you already. Don't get me wrong, it's not that I hate Italy, it's just that I spent way too much time in Italy, and I'm really excited to experience some new country and some new people, some new landscapes, some new culture, a new mentality. So I'm really excited about Slovenia. And right now I'm in the first village in Italy, where the sign is written both in Italian and in Slovenian. And you can just about see the mountains over there, besides these, but yeah, I'm almost there. At that point in time, I was riding for almost 3 weeks non-stop, and as a result, I was much stronger than ever before. I was ready to tackle the Alps once again. I would have to say that hands down, one of the best countries that I've ever cycled in was Slovenia. The roads were in perfect condition, the drivers would overtake me very safely, and the landscape was beautiful. For example, the Socha River is one of the most beautiful rivers that I've ever encountered in my life, with its incredible blue color. That's not to say that the riding was easy. It wasn't. There was no way I'm climbing this thing. It's probably like 30%. But it felt very rewarding being on the roads in Slovenia. If you Google Slovenia and go onto images, you will find many pictures of Lake Bled, which is one of the main attractions in Slovenia. But half an hour away from Lake Bled is another lake called Bohinj, and I actually ended up liking it much more because there is so much you can do there, like kayaking, rafting, hiking, or even climbing to the highest point of Slovenia, the famous Triglav. I then left the mountains and reached for Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia, where I met Domen, a filmmaker and bicycle enthusiast. He let me pitch my tent in his garden for the night after showing me around the city and talking about traveling on 2 wheels. Once I left the capital, I was constantly thinking about the destination and how close yet so far I was from home. I was just over 400 kilometers away from home, and those 5 days were some of the toughest. The heat took its toll on my mind, while the distance and the constant rolling hills took a strain on my body. Luckily, while I was eating my last burek of the trip, a typical dish from the Balkans, I noticed a shortcut just a few kilometers ahead, allowing me to get home just a little faster. And then, in the first Hungarian village, I met up by accident with Heather, a British cyclist. She actually went through a lot of the same places I went. Some of them were even the same exact campsites. Despite all these similarities though, we still had a slightly different experience, so it was quite fun to see what was different. We shared the road until the middle of the Lake Balaton, where I was hosted by a good friend from high school. The next day, I took the ferry across the lake, and the rest of the journey was a single, straight road that led me to the capital. Before going home, though, I had in mind to end the trip with a bang, so I challenged myself to climb to one of my favorite spots in Budapest, the Cividale. And then I met up with my parents, we took a few photos, we shared a few hugs, and then I cycled home.